have mercy. Whoops. Did not mean to click on that. We'll let that play out. So, just because I meant to click over to this screen, missed, and I clicked this instead. And don't worry, it surprised me just as much as it surprised you. Oh shit, that was funny. Hello, hello, howdy, welcome. Everyone come on in, we're looking at Roseberries today. Super exciting stuff. I always like looking at you guys' art. Didn't have time to participate, that's okay. You can always still just draw up fun old fan art of Roseberry. Like, I'd still love to see it. So, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna be taking a gander at all you guys' art and stuff, and then we're going to, look at his official design. Yay! There's Roseberry over yonder. Hanging out how he do. A cute little guy. I'm excited. Let's jump straight into it. We don't need a preamble for 12 minutes now, do we? Okay, so, and the order, it's just the order that I saved them to my computer. So it's generally the order that they were submitted, but, yeah, just in case you want to know, like, oh, how come mine was last or whatever. That's why. So first up is on Twitter. Their name is SleepyFC. Boink. Whoa, fancy. They said that I believe that they mentioned that they've been playing Baldur's Gate. Had big Baldur's Gate vibes when they were designing him. Good stuff. Very cool. Bard. Yeah. It's super fun. I like the bard theme. This hair is also very, very pretty. I like the fade to the yellow. Yeah. Good stuff. And also the scarf emulating his leaves. You know? Tasty stuff. That's the thing I love the most. Also, we've got the detailing. So Roseberry's pot has like a little bow tie and some purple detailing, and that's been put onto the mandolin, which, what a cool way to do it, having it be like a permanent accessory. That's the thing. That's why I was so excited about this, because you all didn't have something to work off of. You know, you didn't have my design to look at first, and so it's that thing I love going on about how I like how if you give different artists the same prompt, they'll all make something different. And, good stuff. And then cool pants, some nice simple boots, they'll get the job done, a very high thigh pocket to hold on to trinkets and things, I'm sure. Very fun. I like this art style. It's got a unique flavor to it while also feeling very approachable. Successfully galvanized my way to here in time. This is a very dramatic way to put it. But I'm glad you were able to show up. But yeah, this was SleepyFC. Super cool. Hang on, I need a sip. A sip of my beverage. It's fruit, like a fruit punch Kool-Aid it's half fruit punch Kool-Aid, half energy drink. So, that's what I'm drinking. If y'all wanted to copy me. But yeah, this is great. This is an exciting first one to get, and they all continue to be exciting moving forward. So let's move on to the next one. Next up, we've got a pretty common name, at least over on Twitter. Orange Sleestack. They've done a ton of fan art before. And here's their iteration of Roseberry. Oh my. He looks so much, like, cooler than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's smarter than me. He knows better than me. He gets more girls than me. You know? I love these sunglasses. Emulating the shape of Roseberry's petals with the sunglasses, super fly. Once again, hair very cool. I love tinted lenses so much. I agree, I agree. Who is Kieran? Chiron? Who is that? Dill Pickle, that you've referenced. Looks like the owner of a fancy bar. He is giving bar owner vibes. Maybe it's the vest, but it's super cool. Also, again, we've got a scarf emulating the leaves that Roseberry's got. Fun stuff, fun stuff. I'm pretty sure Orange Sleestack works traditionally. I don't know what medium they use, but it always gives their art this like dappled texture, which is exciting because even if maybe not intentional, what it does is it gives him also like a sort of glittery feel. like it's like, even if that wasn't what they were going for, it does make his pants look more exciting, and I dig that a lot. I like texture so much in art anyway, and which is hilarious because I never have texture. All my shit is flat as fuck. See my vest, yeah. It's a good vest. Look at that with the purple, very fun. Centaur from Greek mythos. Oh, okay. Roseberry's quiet, though. He's a quiet little guy. This iteration of Roseberry looks like a much bigger chatter than Plant Roseberry. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. I dig it a whole lot. 10 out of 10, but I'm also gonna be honest, they're all 10 out of 10. Every single one. I'm not gonna be like, open up one, ew, look at how bad this one is. No way. If anyone were to be like that, you're a fool to begin with. But also, I think they're all fun anyway. Don't even gotta lie about how good you guys are. Next up, here we go. So this one is Jiroji Takumaku. Very cool. I like the heterochromia. I always like heterochromia, and then I never think to give characters heterochromia. But it's really a fun way to incorporate the red and yellow. That was the big thing, is seeing how you guys especially handle the petals that fade from yellow to red. That's been the most interesting part about all these designs, I gotta say, personally. And having that come through not only with the hair, but with the two different eye colors is super fly. I love the big fangies, because Roseberry's got his big chompers. Probably gonna lore dump all the details of my design. The flower shirt is very cool. I like how we've interpreted the patterning on Roseberry's pot into the vest. Very cute. Very cute and fun. And then solid green pants. Just some solid good old pants. That's the thing, isn't it? It can be kind of tempting to be like, my character's legs looks boring. Maybe I should add something. Maybe I should add a belt, or, you know, taller shoes, or, you know, one sock, or stripes. You know, it can be easy to let yourself fall into that sort of mindset. And I stand by that. While that can be great, sometimes you gotta just accept the fact that people wear pants. That people also wear pants that can look swell. Yeah, this one's super fly. I really like the vest a lot. It's doing everything right, I gotta say. Short king. He does look short here. Does anyone have that problem where their art style makes characters look way taller or shorter than they're supposed to be? Kind of like Go to Gay with Demon Slayer, where it's like even the tallest characters feel not that tall. Because I know I feel like I have that problem a lot. Where it's like, oh no, I'm supposed to be making a short king. Shit. Why do I only know how to draw tall boys? But this is swell. I really like the face a lot too. What's the height difference between Rose and Doug? You'll see, don't worry. In plant form, they're the same. Human form, they're very similar. Roseberry is a little shorter. But don't worry, you'll get to see them standing next to each other. Zooey might be 7 feet, but I can hold him. Oh yeah, Clamp! Yeah, Clamp does do that, yeah. But the other way. Everyone is so long with Clamp, except for Cardcaptor Sakura. I mean, it's like 4 women, so it makes sense that at least one of them's like, I draw littlies. But, yeah. Next up, here's a name we all probably recognize, and if he shows up later, maybe we'll bring back up his version. It's Surge! Our own beloved Surge. He's often in chat. Ooh yeah, Super Surge. With a very cool version of Roseberry, given sort of like Yakuza vibes. The coat especially. There's a part of me that wishes that Roseberry's arms were like folded and that he's holding, like, wearing the coat over his shoulders, you know? You know what I'm saying? Give him like shonen first boss who becomes the friend later vibes. Yeah, this will absolutely kick your ass. It's really fun. I like the eye patch as well. Eye patches are cool. I may not be any good at remembering that I can give characters heterochromia, but I can remember, hey, eye patches are badass. A pretty subdued design from Surge, but it's alright. It's doing everything that it needs to, I'd say. I like the belt too. Gives him a little bit of dimension at the waist. You know what this feels like? I'm gonna describe this as the walkout for a fighting game. Like Roseberry walks out and he's wearing all this, and then he'll dramatically grab the coat and like throw it off his shoulders. And then that's how he fights, you know? It's giving King of Fighters. And I think Surge would be delighted to hear that. Super fun stuff. I adore this. I adore seeing you guys' art. You're all so creative. I love that I can help facilitate that creativity. Even if only a little bit. Thank you so much, Surge. You're swell and super. Literally, because that's his name. Next up, this is Oak Sap. Oak Sap's design. Just a headshot for this one, but that's alright. Bonus fact, this image was the largest one. This one is... Howdy, welcome, come on in, Celeste fan. Yeah, when I loaded all these into OBS, this was the biggest one, file-wise. I bet what's happened is that they took a photo with their phone, and phone photos are humongous. That's the only thing I can assume, but I was fascinated by that. I love that. I love seeing who has the biggest image. But yeah, Oak Sap's design, super fun. A braid is so cool. Two-toned hair with braids is like, it's peak. We're in a very, like, everyone likes multi-toned hair these days. Everyone wants it. And I'm so okay with that. But they should be also making more characters with braids. Because a braid with multi-toned hair is when it's at its coolest. I also like the kind of bits hanging out, like the parts in the hair. That it gives him a bit of a flighty vibe, while also emulating the kind of silhouette of Roseberry's petals, you know? I know also, yeah, the mini bow in the hair, like, that's some Giga Brain shit right there, I gotta say. Truly thinking with portals. And another very cool vest again. But this time we got a green shirt, which I think is really fly. Seeing how you guys, like, allocate the black and green, because he doesn't have the most complex color palette. So it really does allow you guys to do whatever you want. And it's been so fun seeing all the differences. He's so surprised. He's like, oh, I'm human. Super cute. I adore this. So much fun. I love it. I love it. Next up, oh, this is the name I am most likely to pronounce wrong. But I can't tell if that's a bot. We'll just ignore them. Anyway, next up is Weenia. A name again. I'm sorry. I try my hardest. But yeah, you've really nailed it. Where it's giving so much magical boy. It's so cool though. Look at all this. All this, wow. This is so much. I suck at textures on like patterns on clothes. I really do. And so every time I see things like this vest, I'm like, whoa. The bells on the, so emulating the idea of the what are they called, leaves, with this like capey scarf with bells tying the ends. So cool. What a fun idea. And then yeah, cool jester shoes, giving us the petal shape with the, not only the tips, but also the tongues of the shoes as well. So neato. Oh, also there's their thumb. Is that a bot? Either that or really lonely. Yeah, this is so fun. Also, the like eye mask, you know, covering his eyes, so neat. Which makes sense because he like doesn't have any eyes or anything, you know? Like the flower, obviously flowers don't have eyes. I guess flowers don't have teeth either. But like it emulates the kind of like the shape of his head, even in the human form, which is super fly. I know, showing a little leg? Oh my, so scandalous. Also, this is on lined paper. I hope this wasn't like a test or something. This is a great quality picture as well for being on paper. Yeah, the bells are so fun. What a fun way to... Also, I feel like this is the first time that we've seen this kind of come through. There's all these ribbons, like, in the hair and on the wrists. And Roseberry's got these, like, stringily sort of... I don't want to say stamens. But Roseberry's got, you know, kind of stringy bits, ribbony-esque bits coming off of him as well, in flower form. So, yeah. I think it's fun to see that come across a little bit as well. Flowers don't have eyes. What an observation. Superfly. Fun stuff. Really great. Even though I'm sorry that I probably pronounced your name wrong, I hope you will forgive me. Next up is a very different iteration. Cinesloth, who shows up in chat sometimes, and with a very pretty version for Roseberry. Very dolled up. Look at that. Also, I think, and I can't remember right off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure this is the only version that doesn't have any red in the hair. And instead emulating that red with the umbrella. Very cool. Plus, the kimono design, wow, look at that. I want a kimono that looks like that. God damn, look at all that. Kimonos are stunning. I think they're so cool. Especially ones with cool patterns like this. And this is just absolutely so pretty. definitely one of my favorite, like, clothes. Like, if I go, I want to wear that. Obviously, you've succeeded. But we've picked, Cinna's sauce really focused in on incorporating the purple and black from the pot. You know, a lot of the Roseberries have, predominantly incorporate red in their designs. Red and green, which absolutely makes sense. And to see this version that puts the black and purple pot front and center is really interesting. Hello, Excalibur. You've missed, we're on the 7th one. So you've missed a little bit. But yeah, this is really, really cool. Absolutely fun. A cool kind of gender fluid iteration for Roseberry. Superfly. The parasol looking like a flower is cool. It is cool. And also, like, huge props because you know what's hard? Drawing umbrellas and parasols. They are hard. They're always hard to draw. Rose Barbie, yes. So yeah, this is, what a fun different version. Also the obi having the more red stuff on it. Superfly. Sorry, I was looking around for the cats. I thought I heard a noise. Here, I'll keep this on screen for right now. I'm just gonna double check to make sure that one of the cats isn't making a mess. But I'll be right back. Alright, no mess is getting made. We're alright. Gemini's here. We're unsupervised. They're just half domes with a stick. Excalibur, draw an umbrella. And then you'll see that it's just hard. It's hard to get them at different angles. Okay, great. But yeah, this one is Superfly. Next up is another name that we'll see pretty often in chat. It's Overhypin'. Wow! So fun! Hang on, I gotta zoom in. Gotta zoom in on the boy. Wow, look at this fluffy hair. I wanna pet it. I wanna touch the hair real bad. Looking to see hung in chat. What fun sleeves to emulate the leaves. With the sleeveys at the end here. And the pants! We've seen a lot of, like, shirts and vests incorporating the black and purple of the pot design. Having it be the pants, so different and interesting. And I love that. I think they look cool, too. I want to wear these pants. But yeah, a cute little guy. This one feels, it's giving, like, I've never played MapleStory. It's giving MapleStory. Which I hope is a good thing. MapleStory looks cute from what I've seen. But yeah, it's so cute. And especially, I do really like the hair. And I like that the buttons, the triangular buttons, alternate. Triangle pointing up, pointing down, pointing up, pointing down. It gives it more like a visual flavor. More than just like if they were all facing in one direction. I think it's cool. I think that's fun. And we got another two-toned eye. That's another thing I always forget about. I always forget heterochromia is an option. And I always forget that I can have like eyes with multiple colors in them. Those ones are difficult to work with though. Multicolored eyes, if you don't do it right, it can end up looking like too much. But yeah, a good cute little guy, I want to pick him up, shake him around. What shampoo he used to get that volume. That ain't no shampoo, that's genetics. At that size, that is just how maybe he's born with it, but I don't think it's Maybelline. Excellent. Stunning. Next up is another one. So this is Coral Palette. Coral Palette, more often than not, is what? Oh my gosh, Weenaya! Hang on. I'm sorry, Coral Palette. Weenaya, we already discussed yours. Everyone likes it, obviously. I am proud with your vest, with the pattern on the vest. That seems hard. We all like the bells. The bells are super cool, emulating the leaves. The little bit of thigh showing is fun. We all liked that. And I like that yours has so far been, I'm pretty sure the only design that's really taken into consideration with the ribbons and stuff. The, like, ribbon appendages on plant Roseberry. So there you go. Just in case you weren't here earlier, that's a quick rundown. But you can see the full discussion in the VOD. Thanks for being here and for participating. And I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I've tried my best. Anyway, Coral Palette is next. Coral Palette is most often, if you go to any of my VODs, you can basically see a Coral Palette comment. Coral Palette is also on Twitter, the person who has made the most fan art of my adventures in the back rooms. So, fun stuff. They're definitely a member of the community. And let's take a gander at this little comic first, cause we detailing the earrings and the long hair, and here's Coral. What's he saying? These are the details. Are you listening? and then Ink's going, oh, fancy. But yeah, what? Also, we've got Ink alongside. This is the only version of Ink. I think this is some of the very few amounts of Ink fan art that she's got. But yeah, what a beefy boy. Strong man. Boy, howdy. Look at that. I do really like the long hair. Obviously, I like the long hair. But look at him. I saw that. So Coral's thought process, they said, was that since Ink is my opposite, and Doug is a kind of twinkier, well, let's be honest, a little bit more femme. The idea being that Roseberry being a lot more mask. Ink has like 5 pieces of fan art. Yeah. It's not much. She's very jealous of how popular I am. But yeah, what a fun iteration. Having a red vest is so interesting. A red vest and then green black pants is such a fascinating way to like break up the color palettes. And we've got flannel. A flannel shirt. Cool stuff. I am so into the idea of a big beef boy with earrings. Big beef boys should wear more earrings. That's what I say. Overhypin'! Welcome, hello! We're taking a gander at Coral Palette, but we will backtrack in a second cause we already looked at yours. But we'll backtrack to let you see. But yeah, Coral Palettes is so fun. I love that they've incorporated Ink as well. And she's so excited to show off her Roseberry. Super cute. I adore this. I love big beef boys. But yeah, Overhyping, we actually just talked about yours. How cute it is. Everyone loves the hair, especially. I like how you incorporated the leaf design with the sleeves. And the alternating direction of the triangular buttons gives it a very fun pattern. I like it a lot. And cool pants. Cool pants. I want to own those pants. The VOD will exist so you can see all of our reactions in real time, but the biggest thing is everyone really likes the hair. So thank you so much for participating and being here, being swell. Next up, it's Gemini. Knock knock. Wake up, Gemini. Look at the screen, I'm talking about you. Gemini's design, very cool. Another more feminine kind of dressy like look, which is very fun. Look at this hair, given the silhouette of with the sort of stringy stuff. I'm the artist of the gesture one. It's true. There you are. Jessica Rabbit, who? Yeah, giving the hair a texture similar to the sort of ribbon parts of Roseberry's plant design is so fun. And so giving a skirt to be the leaf pattern with the yellow baubles and such is so different. I don't think anyone else really went in that direction, which is, it's super fly. That's some nice texturing on the skirt as well. Boy howdy. Big cool shoes, more yellow accents, which I love. And then the red gloves, he's simultaneously like femme, but also looks like he could still beat my ass. I can tell you like JoJo, and that ain't a bad thing. Also, I gotta zoom out so we can admire the background as well, because I was looking at it and I think it's pretty neato for being avant-garde. Like having the shadow make it feel like he's really standing in the space is to be honest, I thought Roseberry was a girl. That's alright. It's still a fun design. Boys can wear dresses too. And this can just be gender bent Roseberry. Gives me Sailor Moon vibes. Both the eyes and the high fashion. I don't know enough about Sailor Moon's like casual outfits to know if they do high fashion or not. Yeah, more pointed shoes. Really fun. I'm fascinated that has shown up more than once. But yeah, super fun. I love the hair. It's a very green forward design, which I think is very, very interesting to see. I love seeing how you guys like plan out and space out the colors. Men in dress supremacy, exactly. Yeah, who says Doug can't be a fabulous drag queen in his off time? He absolutely could. He wants to be like, so bad. But yeah, this is super fun. I love it. I love seeing how you've allocated the colors. Thank you so much, Gemini, for participating. You're swell. You're swell and great. Next up this is from Clover on Twitter, but we all know Clover better as Phoenix here in chat. Ooh, wow. Ooh, boy. And look at this. What a fancy patterned suit, boy. I want to wear this. And red gloves as well. That's so fun. And we've got more kind of ribbon inspired looking stuff. So we're seeing it come across more and more. He looks so dashing, rogue-like. Everyone's favorite party member in like a Dragon Age. Super cool. I like how, this is gonna sound weird. And there's no other way I can say this. I like how much space you've given his crotch. The fact that the legs are so far apart. I have the tendency to really always draw legs real close together. But it gives him like the wide stance, just makes him feel very confident. I dig it a whole lot. God damn, the pattern on this, having roses, I can't believe, spoiler, I didn't think to put roses on the design at all. And now I'm like, that's such a good idea. I'm a fool. I just drew 4 umbrellas too close to open. Y'all weak. Okay, but do they look good? See, that's the important part. Like, yeah, I can draw stuff that look bad too. Sorry, Excalibur. I don't mean to hurt your feelings. You little gremlin, but a cool gremlin. Everyone wants to wear this. They look good. Well, yeah, if you can draw umbrellas with confidence, that's great. You should put them in every picture and everyone will be like, yo, umbrellas are so hard to draw. Way to go. And then you'll become the umbrella guy. The earrings being like the little baubles at the end of his leaves is also a cool idea. A very fun design element. Swell stuff. I like this one. I like all of them. but I do like me some classical, classy dress. Now draw Kirby with an umbrella, tough guy. Next up, we're getting close to the end. There's only 15 of you that submitted designs, and we're on number 12. It's Ruthie, our very own Ruthie, here in chat. Wowie wow, cool stuff. Let's zoom on in so we can get these cool details. I like the glasses. All right off the bat, I'm into sunglasses these days. The long green hair, emulating the shape of the leaves, so good. Also, we've got a big bow on the back, giving him his bow tie that's on the pot, and also the tassels in the petals. Very fun. Another rose, just straight up a rose in the design. It's giving Brassius from Pokemon. It's giving Pokemon, and that is a compliment. It reminds me about Just Ray saying something along the lines of, I like drawing hands. It makes me feel so powerful. Dude, that is such a mood. If you can draw something everyone else regards as difficult, and you can draw it even just sort of well, you'll be living off that high for the rest of your life. Yeah, the vest, the shirt vest, having the pattern like his chompy teethers is such a fun idea to have it be part of the design and not like just giving him a big smile. That's really different. I dig that. And then it comes back again with the cool shoes. Chompy shoe boys. She's using the word giving. I've done it before. I'm more likely to do it if I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Doug's enemy/lover vibes. At every turn when drawing this, I went, I know how they made Brassius' design now. Gotta draw more Pokemon things. I like Pokemon design so much. This is swell. The fact that it makes me think about Pokemon, like Lysander, I go sniff, cry Pokemon. I think that's a resounding compliment. This looks like it'd be hell to animate if it was in a show, but it looks great. If it were like a 3D model, then aces. In 2D, the rose leg would be a challenge. It would probably get transformed into just a pattern, but thank the Lord we're not animators. Smell Rika in this drawing. But this is really swell. Thank you so much, Ruthie. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Next up is the person with the funniest name, and also with the smallest image, because I already mentioned the biggest one. And here's the smallest one. It's Stoned Ocean 420. What a name. And what a cool art style. So it's giving like, it's got like a feel like a fun Newgrounds-esque fighting game. You know, something like that. It's really cute. I like the art style a whole lot. Also, this fade on the sleeves, the fade from red to yellow, looks so good that there's a part of me that's like, shit, why didn't I think about doing that? And then I was like, I did do that. It's on the plant. The purple shirt and socks working really well. And we've got the teeth coming in with a zipper and also with a cool pattern in the hair. And we've got more bells and there's a lot going on. And I'm proud that it all looks very cohesive. A purple eye. I feel like we haven't seen a purple eye yet so far. Silhouette meant to contrast with Doug, the other silly plant. Which that does make sense. This one looks a lot more comfy. Whiny younger sibling type, always hungry, will eat bugs. Oh, they got cute little shorts. There is no logic to the hair teeth. There doesn't need to be, and that's what I say. And then also we get a bonus fun iteration of a plant Roseberry, which looks super cute. What a cool art style. You should sell stickers. You would make gangbusters. Stoned Ocean 420 when they see Dry Man 420. Wanna squeeze him. It is squeezable. Look at how nice those saturated colors are. I also often work with muted colors. Seeing art like this makes me go, I should do saturated stuff. And then when I do it, it just looks bad. But yeah, the hair teeth, I think, and I've said this when we were looking at Pokemon Voltage stuff with projects, or with Miku, with the Vocaloids. But it's like, the idea that it's like, just fuck up hair. Just fuck it up. Just do whatever. And I've been pretty bad at following that advice. But I think Stoned Ocean here has done a good example of proving that, yeah, just fuck up hair. Put teeth in the hair. Fuck it. It's cool. And if someone goes, well, why? You go, because it's fucking cool. And then you push them over. But yeah, this is really great. Go make money doing art if you want. It could just be a hobby. You don't have to turn everything you like doing into a job. But yeah, super fly stuff. Next up, Mira, are you here? You should be, cause you're up next. Mira on the wall with a smooth operator. Look at this boy. He is so confident. This is, you know, it's giving, you know, like Lauren's, I do keep saying it's giving. Shit, Messiah. Why'd you have to point that out? It's giving vibes like Lauren's in Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is a compliment. I know he gets a lot of shit, but I like him a lot. He's so cool. Also, this lighting might be adding to it. It looks romantic, is how I would describe it. I love having the little rose insignia on the lapel. Lawrence was the inspiration! Yeah! Well done! And then we got the pattern on the sweater vest. Also, what a cool insignia, by the way. I saw that and there was a part of me that like wanted him to be wearing a jacket with that on it, like he's working as like a bellhop for a cool hotel. But yeah, so suave. Looks so smooth, so confident. You will rue the day looking. Yeah. This is enemies to lovers peak. Like, this is the bully in the first chapter that by chapter 5 is in the friend group. He's everyone's favorite. So yeah, this is so fun. This is really, really great. Oh, and we got, I'm gonna zoom in again. I'm gonna zoom out so I can zoom in again. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that the cufflinks emulating the yellow little baubles at the end of his leaves. Smart, good, cool. Smart, good, and cool. The hair was supposed to fade to orange, but it got lost in the shading. I can see it. I can see it enough. I knew. But yeah, that's a bummer when shadows will fight against you like that. Is it bad I kind of ship Doug and Roseberry? I'm not surprised by it. I will never stop you from shipping the little plant guys. But yeah, this is Superfly. I really like your insignia, your signature. It's really like professional looking. Want a sticker of that. But this is really great. Thank you so much for participating, Mira. You're swell. I appreciate you. And now I hope you're still here. Last but certainly not least, Yono Comics, also known as #1. Twiins made that one OC team in like for Ruby with Purpuro, and that was like a ship with that included fuck, that one dog boy in Atlas, and Yono makes so many makes so much per art, and I think it's swell. That's how I remember you. But yeah, wow, look at this princess boy. And those words all were princess boy. Look at this. This is super fly. Again, boys can wear dresses. Boy dress supremacy. I'm gonna have to like make him a second outfit with a dress just because it ended up being such a consistent feature. I really like Willy and Wolf Boy, exactly. While Yono types out their long thought process, which is okay. I know, it's such a cute dress. I want it to. I really like that the hair is just red, but then we get the yellow element with the roses in it. I think it's super cute. And more purple eyes. How fun. Also, we got another bow on the back as opposed to like a bow tie, which I think is so cool. Yono says, my thought process was to make Rose like an opposite of Doug. For example, short hair that shows the forehead versus long hair that covers the forehead. Exposed skin versus covered up. Long sleeves versus rolled up sleeves. Long skirt versus long cape. Even the color is faded, is in the opposite sides. Oh. I lost the fade. Oh no. Also, Doug gave me Matador vibes, so I tried to make Rose look like a Spanish dancer, but I think that got lost in translation. Also, if you look at his eyes closely, there are roses in them. This was half shaded because I didn't keep track of time, sorry, teehee. Hang on, let's see if we can zoom in enough to see the roses in the eyes. I love having features in the eyes as an artist, even though it's like, oh wow, look at that! The pupils are roses! No one ever gets to see that kind of a thing. That's the thing, isn't it? But as an artist, it's like, I did a thing and I'm proud of that. Sometimes you gotta have details that are for you. Yeah, I guess maybe we would all be getting more Spanish Dancer if we all knew a little bit more about flamenco style dancing, perhaps. What the fuck, that's so cool. Popularity contest, who think that this Rose wears a better dress than Twiins. My dress is so pretty. He's cheating. I genuinely think flat chests always look good in every dress. So he's cheating. I also really like the shoes, by the way. Before we wander away too fast, I just wanted to point out that I like the cut of these shoes, and having the purple detailing showing up there is fun. Fun and cute. Well done. You should be proud of yourself. All of you should be proud. Way to go, fam. You're all great. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all participating. You're all so talented. I have all of these saved to my computer, and I'm never ever gonna get rid of any of them. So, so I appreciate you. And also now I will add your art to my evil AI machine so I could steal it. That part's a lie. Oh, my pop filter. But, I know. Gasp. The dress theme coming across so often really has me thinking, I'm just right now revealing his first design, and now I'm like, oh, fuck, gotta make him another one with a dress. Mine sucks though. I loved everyone's. No, don't you dare say that, Phoenix. I liked yours. I liked yours a whole lot. That one's not you. There you are. I like this. I think this is cool. You fucker. You shut your whore mouth. Don't you dare talk about yourself that way again. Or I swear, I'll throw you out back. Yeah, everyone did such a great job. Really proud of all of you. You all deserve a round of applause. Alright, that's enough. Okay! Roseberry comes across as femboy, not gonna lie. I don't know how that happened. It's just a plant. You're not really wrong, though. Now we tier list them and they're all S. Exactly. I was gonna say, like, except for one person's, and that one's an F, but I didn't know who to single out to be mean. I guess I could have chosen Gemini, just because Gemini is one of the more common targets of my bullying. But it's not true. I like all of them so much. Truly none of, and that's why I didn't follow through with my very good joke, because none of them deserve to be an F tier. I think the name Roseberry kind of threw a few people off the masculine direction, perhaps, but you all voted on the name! You all chose the name! Just wanted to say before I forget, this Roseberry drawing I did was the first time I ever used multiple layers. Oh! I usually draw with one, but I tried multiple after seeing your art streams, and I think it looks better than normal. I think, you know, way to go, overhype it. We'll bring yours up just because we're talking about you. There you are. I'll say, so, I think it looks great. And I think using multiple layers is so useful, personally. But don't let yourself forget that there's no wrong way to do art. If you like the process more with layers, then hooray, but don't make yourself feel like you need to use multiple layers. If you find yourself being like, oh, well, I have to. That's what other artists do. Allison, if she does digital, like a painting, she will have like maybe 2 layers, and one of them is just the sketch. So yeah, don't, but I'm glad to see that you're experimenting, because that's another huge thing, is you wanna try out different things, because you might be like, autocorrect you, okay? Because sometimes you'd be like, oh no, I do it this way and this is fine, and then you try something different, it's like, oh shit, wait, I found my new process. But it's great to hear, overhyping. And I hope you had fun. I'm so glad you saw Lauren's in mine. I figured Barry could be the Lauren's to Doug's Claude. Can you guess what round was my favorite? Bro, Fear the Deer. Am I right? Listen, I'm #1 Dimitri fan, but Fear the Deer. Just realized he has Homura pants. I love Homura's pants. Are we talking about Madoka Magica? How her boots just go all the way up. They're like boot tights. I do like using multiple, so I think I'll continue. Hell yeah. But are you all ready and excited to finally see the canon new design, the human look for Roseberry? Are you all ready for this? Yes, yes. All right, let's get a little bit of a drum roll going. There he is! Wow! Is it a color swap? Wow! It's Roseberry. Wowee wow willikers. Let's zoom in, take a gander upon him. So, we've got fun hair, trying to get the shape of the petals with the shape of the hair. He's got multicolored eyes, actually. I wanted pink in here somewhere. And so the pupils are pink and the rest of the eye is green. Fun striped vest. Similar to a handful of you, instead of a bow tie, I've made it a bow in the back, so he'd have, honestly, I stole this idea. I saw a video of Kaito, doing like a song and dance, you know how Vocaloids do, and he had a bow like that on the back, and it gives him so much fun movement, you know, like it moves like hair without being hair, and I liked that, because similar to a lot of you guys, I did want Roseberry to be different from Doug. I wanted to make sure he had short hair, because Doug's got his long hair, but I liked the feel of a big ribbon in the back moving with him. Looks like Amanda from Little Witch Academia. Oh, I wouldn't know. Haven't seen anything from Little Witch. Yeah, he's a sassy boy. And yes, we've got a bodysuit. Oh my. Wowee. With cool fun pants at the back, at the bottom. With more ribbon elements. Buttons to emulate the yellow bits at the ends of his leaves, and green shoes. Honestly, allocating to the color palette was pretty hard. I struggled a lot with, like, where exactly I wanted, like, what I wanted everything to be, where I wanted all the colors to go. How much should be red, how much should be green, how much should be black. But I dig it a lot. It feels kind of, I don't know, kind of fighting gamey. A little fighting game, a little near. I think you can see that I get some art inspiration from, yeah, like, yeah, Nier and Drakengard. I think that came out a little bit here. Oddly, this is almost exactly what I imagined. Messiah and I, we're just the same person. Messiah has this whole time been just me typing away on my phone to be in chat. Roseberry is either a woman or a femboy. It's true. He's just not a masked kid. Twins, get ready for the possible Doug x Roseberry fan art. Well, I'll help you all so you all can see how they look next to each other. Let me find Doug. Where have you gone? Here you are. Boink. Yeah, Doug is a little bit taller, but basically just because he's got his heels. Hell yeah, Drakengard fan! Oh my gosh, Kime is my primary I can fix him. Yeah, Coral beefing him up. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I love me some strong boys. But maybe just because plants are not often that physically strong, that I just little kind of waffies it ends up being the vibe. That's why I appreciate Coral. Oh yeah, I just read that part. I was reading through chat and then I got lost, so I had to start reading down it again. You made a whole lore about you having kids and everything. Just you wait until, oh my gosh, it's Ranger. Oh, what a sweetie pie. Thank you for gifting a sub to Yono. What a cool kid. Way to go, you. Thank you, I appreciate that. It was nice being here, but gotta go. Well, you were here for all the important stuff. At this point, we're just kind of jabber-jawing, and I'm surprised this was so short. But I appreciate you. And hope your mom has a good birthday. Just picturing Doug flirting and it going over Barry's head. I think it'd go the other way around. I know Doug looks like a flirt, but I feel like Doug gives like just handsome, but has never intentionally flirted in his life. I like their silhouettes a lot. Cool guy. What a cool dude. Hang on, I wanted to resize them. Make sure their heads are the same size. Hooray! Wow! Cool, two cool guys. Oh, you guys are in the way. Here. Don't want to cover up Roseberry. There we go. Body of a plant, brain of rocks. What does Roseberry sound like, Miss Piggy? So, I think he'd sound cute. And I think if Roseberry were to speak, it'd be like, kind of boyish. And a little bit sassy. But that's the problem. Being boyish is kind of just what Twiins already sounds like. So, something kind of like that. If I could cast somebody to play Roseberry. Oh boy, what's his name? Hang on, let me Google who this actor was. And I'll give you like an actor. Doug, how's the weather down there? Roseberry, you're only like an inch taller and you're wearing heels, you heathen. Doug, sorry, can you speak up? I can't hear you from up here. No, that's not who I'm looking for. Shit. Not Liam O'Brien. Demonstrably not Liam O'Brien. I'll find him. I'll find the character. Yuri Lowenthal. I should have just guessed Yuri. Yuri voices everyone. I'm a fool. Now kiss. Yeah, Doug has, I do think it's pretty funny that since, you know, a peek behind the very obvious curtain, Doug is just me doing a voice. And that I did it on the fly. Like, I didn't give him a cool, deep voice, or a suave, kind of airy voice. Nope. I panicked, and Doug sounds like this. And he looks so cool. And he sounds like this. To be fair, that was back when he was just a plant. Yuri Lowenthal haunts me once again. Listen, he's a good voice actor. Even if I can't ever offhandedly remember what he sounds like. I remember characters. And then I go, who voices them? Oh, it was Yuri. What is this? Yuri Lowenthal voices Roseberry. Yowie Hyenthal voices Doug. Wow. I do love Todd. Todd Habercorn could voice Doug. Todd's one of my favorite voice actors. Him voicing, oh boy, I don't remember the character's name. Ling in Fullmetal Alchemist. That's peak shit right there. Oh man. Imagine him with a slight British accent, but it's a fake one because he wants to seem sophisticated. What a dweeb. Push him over. Take his lunch money, kick dirt in his eyes. He's a good voice actor, but he's everywhere, and I can recognize him from just saying a fucking syllable. Yeah, and that's the problem sometimes. It's like, I have that with Mercer, and I do blame Critical Role, but Mercer's also just been in, Matthew Mercer has been in damn near everything that I've played slash watched, and it's so hard because it's like, he is doing a great job, but, you know, there he is talking, and I'm like, that's Matthew Mercer, that is Matthew Mercer, I'm just hearing Matthew Mercer. He shouldn't have been Ganondorf. And he did great as Ganondorf. Don't get me wrong, I'm so happy he got to voice Ganondorf, because Mercer has wanted to voice Ganondorf basically since he came out the womb, and was like, I will voice Ganon, King of Evil. So, like, I'm really happy for him, and he did a great job, but Jameson Price should have voiced Ganondorf. And if you don't know who Jameson is, look him up, he's really swell. He voiced Nier Dad in the version of Nier that we got, where it was a dog-faced, hideous man. And he's really great. I love Jameson. He's so good. He doesn't get a ton of roles, though, because we live in a world where a lot of characters are little boys. And he's got a really deep, gruff voice, and so, you know, I'm just not finding him very often. That being said, he should have been Ganondorf, because Mercer's clearly doing, like, it's me doing my deep, evil man voice, which is good. He is a good actor. He did a good job. But Jameson just naturally has that voice, and I don't know. I just want Jameson to get cast as more things. When I think of Todd, I think of Todd Howard. It just works. I don't, but I can see how you do that. Kyle McCarley. Who is that? Yuri Lowenthal and Kyle McCarley make them sound similar while having different VAs. I do love when things do that. I don't know Kyle McCarley. I'm googling him. Oh, he plays Mob. Well, that makes sense. I haven't seen Mob. I think it just shows they're all good voice actors and keep getting work. Yeah, it is true. It's great for them. It's definitely an us problem. That it's like, oh well, I recognize that voice now. and all I can do is think of the voice actor. Well, eat shit and die, I guess. It's like that's not their problem. Oh, he's also Nines. Okay, cool. Why does newborn Matt Mercer sound like that? Listen, I don't make the rules. That's just how he sounded. Babies come out of the womb talking, and they're gonna sound a little weird. In their human forms, do Doug and Roseberry still have sharp teeth? 100%. 1,000,000%. Chompy sharp toothers, because they are still carnivores. What the fuck are you doing, man? Go see Mob. I mean, it looks great. I don't know. Nothing's just... I have no reason to have not checked it out. I just don't watch a lot of anime, which is pretty funny. I'm a busy goyle. I'm too busy not reading One Piece. Oh my gosh! Are you all ready for a fucking flaming take? A hot magma take? A nuclear hot take? Are you all ready for this? I've gotten a good couple of chapters into One Piece. One Piece is boring. It is boring. It is a boring manga. It is boring. I don't want to read anymore because I'm fucking bored. Oh, and I know the story is really great. And the fights are well done. And the characters are interesting. And the world is cool. Like, all that is... and Oda's art is stunning. I'm bored. It's why I haven't picked it up again, even though I really liked all the characters and I wanted to know more about this world. It's fucking boring, and I'll explain why it's boring. It is at its worst when it is a fight. Fights are way too long. How deep did you go? I was in Arlong Park, which I know in the grand scheme of One Piece is not deep. I believe I was on chapter 75-ish. Out of like fucking 1,200. So, you know. But I do know that the fights just get longer. Trust me, I know about the Don Flamenco fight. and the fights are just so long. Every time. And I had already felt like this is going on for an awful long amount of time. Like, I was already feeling that when they fought the butler. It was like the first long-ish fight, and even then that one wrapped up in a couple of chapters. Immediately after that, they fought fucking, Don Krieg or whatever. When they were collecting Sanji. And that lasted like 3 times longer than... Arlong Park is apparently chapter 69 nice to 95. Yeah, and I do remember I had stopped at 69 at one point, so yeah, I was only in like chapter 75 or so. But the fights are just too long. They're too long, and it keeps going. And Dry Man will be mad if he hears me say that, and I don't care. I don't care that your favorite anime and your favorite manga is boring. It's boring. Your thing is boring. The only thing it's good for is the NSFW figures that I've seen. And that's not really true. The live action one does look great. I haven't seen it, but I've seen a couple reviews of it, and it looks really cool. But it's just the fights go on for too long, and it's a bummer because technically the fights are fun. You know, Luffy's myriad of abilities are cool, and Oda is creative with how he uses them. Everyone fights in a really cool way, even the ones who are just like, I just kick, I just sword, you know, like they still have, you know, it's still an engaging fight. The problem is, it's not always engaging in fight. Fights go on for so long because what happens is bad guy does a big punch and one of the friends goes, ouch, ouchie, and then he lies down, and there's always like a crowd of people, and the crowd of people, innocents, react like, oh man, that was a huge big punch, I hope friend is gonna be okay. And then friend says, you know, a little bit of a monologue, and maybe another friend is like has something else to say about it. and then villain monologues for a little bit, and then it's like, and it just takes for fucking ever, and then it'll be like, okay, so we established me, the main bad guy, but here's one of my henchmen, you fight him now, and then henchman shows up, and he does a big punch as well, and oh man, the crowd has to comment on that one, and everyone has to talk about that big punch, and then, oh, but the friend now it's time for a flashback. It's time for a flashback now. We're gonna just spend a chapter or two learning about history, and it's like, you know what, on a technicality, this flashback is fun, because at least things are happening. But on the other side, it's like, okay, but now we have to get back to the fight. Can the fight end? Can the fight stop now? You know, at least with Demon Slayer, the flashbacks happened after the fight was over. It'd be like, okay, I've decapitated the bad guy, and then the bad guy gets like an episode where we get to see how their life was tragic, and it's like, damn, their life was tragic. Well, time to move on. It's just, that's my nuclear take. I'm not gonna call One Piece bad, but it does make me wish Twiins, you don't like One Piece, you're fired. It does make me wish I had a physical copy, so I could, like, skim through, like, the fights, because they're so fucking boring. They are just, it's just a boring manga. It would be better if there was no action. For an action manga, what a damning sentence. But I guess maybe it's just not for me. But like, I don't know. And I'm not opposed to action. I'm just, you know, I want it to be good. Read through all of Demon Slayer, and that got like a bit of a slog. The last like 7 books are just, it's just one huge fight. But like, things were always progressing. Yeah, we would stop to have little flashbacks at points, but it was always like they were beating bad guys and rearranging who's fighting who. Like, it was moving forward. It wasn't just a stretched out too long, when is Luffy gonna fucking punch the guy? Put Twiins between the boys. And it was just like, when's Luffy gonna punch the guy? So like, Demon Slayer, like, that was already a slog, but I liked it. And Chainsaw Man, those fights are so fast, but it's great because it means the story is moving forward. The only reason One Piece has gone on for this long, the only reason it's 1,200 chapters, is because Oda has wasted so much of his life drawing these stretched out, boring fight scenes. And that's all I have to say about that. Do you think it would be better if the action was cut in half? I really do. I just think that the fights go on for too long. Like, they could be expedited exponentially. I just don't see why they need to be so long when nothing is happening. If characters were trading blows more often, then okay. If the fight was progressing, like, okay, we fought one guy and he's down. Okay, time to fight a new guy. Okay, and now he's down, and now we fight the final guy, and now we win. You know, but so often that's not what, like, they do technically do that, but it's just, it's a lot of monologuing. It's a lot of, wait, oh my gosh, how do you do that move? Oh, he's got secret fucking knives up his butt or something, you know? Sorry, but just had to say, Doug and Roseberry remind me of this meme. Roseberry, you're the most repulsive person I've ever met. Doug, I throw my used car batteries in the ocean. Cuts to a wedding. Where the fuck am I? I do not know this meme. I'm sure I can find it though. Haven't touched One Piece, but it does seem like things to go at a pretty fast pace. You'd think that, but they don't. Maybe it picks up pace, but like, I don't want to have to get 200 chapters in for it to become decent. Pretty sure one of the last arcs in the anime currently was 2 years long of an arc. Yeah, the anime, basically isn't real to me. Since I know so much of the anime is filler, because that's just kind of what would happen. The manga was not caught up, and they couldn't progress the story. So the anime basically isn't real, in my opinion. I'm sure it's swell, but yeah, just looking at the manga, it's still so long-winded, and it just didn't need to be. That's not gonna stop me from standing Law, though. Law still is my favorite figure that I own. So, whatever. That's it. That's my hot take. I blacked out. Woke up 15 minutes later. Honestly, the scope of One Piece intimidates me so much to get into it. It is a big scope, and it even starts off kind of slow. Like, it takes its time, and I think that can be great. I really liked the beginning of One Piece, even though it was taking its time. But, if you're a quick reader, then it won't take that long. But unfortunately, I'm just also quite a slow reader. So, Oda's art is really good, which is unfortunate. I want to read more One Piece, but just, fuck, man, it was just boring. Twiins, is the What Region Pokemon People Are stream in the trash? No! I was planning on doing that tomorrow. I know I said, oh, we'll do that tomorrow, like last week, but, I had the idea to do the Banjo-Tooie Pokemon teams, and I was excited to do that, so that's why I accidentally lied to you. But no, I'm planning on doing that tomorrow, because that does still sound fun. And then, after that, I think what I want to do, I want to draw Ogerpon and then the Toxic Chain trio, whatever their official title is, Okidogi, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity. I want to draw them all as people. That what stream? Yeah, so I want to do a stream where I thought it'd be fun if you can hate a series and still like the characters. It's true. It is true. The stream. So, I thought it would be fun to go through, like, all the leaders in Pokemon and figure out kind of where they're from, like, what region they'd be from, and maybe not necessarily born from, but, like, kind of, like, what ethnicity they are. My example is Lieutenant Surge, who used to be called the Lightning American. Now he's just called the Lightning Lieutenant. But Unova is based off of America. And so it makes sense that, oh, Surge, Lieutenant Surge, is Unovan. You know, he must hail from Unova. Or, for example, Phoebe in Hoenn, one of the Hoenn Elite Four members, she's got a very Hawaiian, like, kind of outfit and such. We're talking about Pokemon. And so it's like, oh, maybe her family is from Alola, because Alola is based on Hawaii. I thought doing that would be fun. And then I was like, would that be an interesting stream? And then I asked you guys, and you guys said yes. And so that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna at least start that. I don't know if we'll get through all of them, because there's a lot. But yeah, that sounds neat. And also, you know, like, there's a part of me that's like, I could do research. And then there's another part of me that's like, but that sounds hard. There's some that I know. For example, like, Valerie, is that her name? The fairy-type gym leader in Kalos. She is explicitly stated to be from Johto. And so that's great. Now we can put her in the Johto section, you know? Others, you know, we don't need to whinge on and on. It's like, oh, well, yeah, Erica, is she from Kanto or Johto or Hoenn or Sinnoh? Because they're all Japan. And if we know specifics, then great. But those four especially, like, they're all regions of Japan. They're all just Japan. And so, you know, some of them will be a little bit more loosey-goosey. That they're probably from one of those. Sounds fun. I hope so. Just like having fun with you guys. It's not Bleach, where most of the filler isn't in dedicated arcs, you can safely skip. OP's filler tends to be included in the arcs themselves, so you won't realize you're in filler unless you've read the manga. Damn. Yeah, I feel bad for One Piece. No. I feel bad for Bleach fans. But One Piece fans doing the anime also, I feel bad for. I'm pretty sure I've heard talk of there's like a Google Doc with like all the episodes, like the ones you need to watch and the ones you should skip. And it's like, if you need a chart open to watch an anime, that's too much work. Guess one's more tropical, one's more ancient Japan and regional Japan. See, but I don't know. Like, like I don't know enough about the Hokkaido, Kanto, Johto, and 4th. Like, I don't know enough about the different regions of Japan to, like, give reasons why a character might be from one over the other. So, if someone else in chat does, then great. Otherwise, we're not gonna let ourselves split hairs when it comes to the 4 Japan regions. But yeah, I hope that will be fun. The new Bleach seasons fix Bleach's filler issue between the completed manga and the seasonal nature of the release. That certainly helps. I like that anime these days. We get a lot more original anime. It feels like, or anime based on light novels. Which is great because I feel like in that era where there was a bunch of anime based on manga, they all were doing that. They all had to come up with filler and fuck around or come up with their own original, like, endings or whatever. And, like, it was never that good. And waiting for the manga to finish is just the best option. Which is why we still haven't gotten a season 2 of Land of the Lustrous. It must be. But hopefully that happens soon. Word on the street is, I think, next month, Land of the Lustrous should be ending. So that's exciting. Guess we can just make them all one region. I guess I want to keep them separated for the ones that we do know for certain. But don't worry, I got it planned out. Don't you worry your little pumpkin head. Twins, I just want to say I finished all of my 3 playthroughs of Pokemon Sword using every starter. Way to go. I'm proud of you. Now time to do Violet or Scarlet, whichever one's your favorite of those. But well done. I hope you had fun. I've fallen off My Hero Academia, but it didn't have much filler last I checked. Yeah, which, that's good. That's great. But I think the manga had quite the head start. But I don't know, I haven't watched any of My Hero Academia. I had planned on, Land Lustrous ended like last month. Well, I'm waiting for the volume to come out, so that's great. The book should be in my hands in the not too distant future. And that's what I want. Because I'm not reading it online or anything. I want the physical version of the manga. And that should be coming out in like a month. And I'm not saying that means in a month expect Land of the Lustrous Season 2. But I do think that's why we haven't gotten a Season 2 of Land of the Lustrous, is because I do really stand by the idea that they've been waiting for the manga to finish. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, My Hero Academia. Yeah, I was planning on watching it when it first started. But I was like, I want to wait for it to be over. For some reason. I guess I just assumed it wouldn't be a multi-season long anime. I was like, I'm waiting for it to finish. I want it to finish first so then I can binge through all of it. Which was stupid. But that's fine. I just never watched it because then it progressed. And I saw people... Their opinions of it wavered, is how I'll describe it. It seemed less popular as it moved on. Not due to just like, you know, oh, Twiins can only watch popular things, but it seemed like people had a lot more critiques and complaints. And it was like, oh, I don't know if this is something I actually want to watch then. So yeah, I just never ended up watching any of it. Allison started it, and she also fell off, and I think a lot of people did. Bummeroni, man. But whatever. Started over on Scarlet, and I'm enjoying it a lot more. Already done one part of each mission between Nimona, Arvin, and the Team Star stuff. Hooray! Yeah, I really like Scarlet and Violet, so I hope you have fun. I feel like, from my perspective, it looks like Scarlet is buggier than Violet. Allison disagrees, but like, so I've got Violet. But for all the YouTubers that I've seen and stuff, who are like, mention glitches and things, I feel like they're all playing Scarlet. But I have no evidence to back that up. But also, the game's been patched a good handful of times. The frame rate does still struggle in areas. Cause, you know, the powerhouse that is the Switch, it's doing its best. But, yeah, like, a lot of the glitches and shit that were mostly horse hockey as well. Like, it's easy to make a game look broken if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I think it's really fun. And you probably shouldn't encounter any huge graphical issues and things. Twiins, what's your favorite short series anime? Like, only a few episodes and that's all it needs. I guess I haven't seen too many of those. I'm gonna suggest two. One is Skullface Bookseller Honda-san. Hilarious. A hilarious gag manga about a guy working in a bookstore, and he, like, had, like, a web comic, detailing his adventures, and that got its own little anime, and that was cute. I liked that one a lot. Also, 10 out of 10 opening. The other one I'm gonna recommend is Please Tell Me Gaoko-chan. I'm pretty sure that was a miniseries. That one is another similarly kind of gag comic. It's about, like, a girl who, she's like a gyaru, so, you know, she's a bubbly, got big tits, but she's not, and, like, there's another girl who assumes, like, she's like, oh, she's a slut. She's, like, a little floozy, she's rude, I bet she's all the worst kind of things, and she's not, she's just a swell gal who just happens to have, like, G titties. And it's just kind of them doing funny things and exploring fun questions like, do breasts float? And how heavy are breasts? And stuff like that. I know I've mentioned the tits a good couple of times. It is, I'm not going to describe it as explicit, but it is intended for a slightly more mature audience. PG-13, I guess is how I'll say it. So, those are fun. I liked those. Watch those. Twiins has the sauceless version. If that was true, there'd be data miners and others that would have proven it already. I don't know what part I was talking about that prompted that sentence. But, I know, Pokemon isn't as broken as everyone made it out to be. I feel like comedies that aren't super long, Vampire Dies in No Time is really good from what I've watched. I've heard zero of this anime. But also, it's been a little bit. Like, I haven't watched Mother's Basement in a while, and he's kind of like the only avenue I have to get info on anime. I just don't watch anyone else. I don't keep up with anything else. I don't frequent any other websites. No subreddits. It's just word of mouth through Mother's Basement. So if I and I haven't watched him in a little bit, so I'm behind on what the fun new animes might be. That Scarlet is buggier than Violet. Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, I know it's probably horse hockey. It just feels like, oh man, it's like, everyone who encounters bugs, it feels like they're all playing Scarlet. But it makes no sense for that to be a way for it to work. It just feels like that's how it's been. Just like I was like, oh man, this hallway feels longer than the other one. Well, they're the same. You're stupid, you know? But yeah, a fun, cool stream looking at you guys' art. Looking at Kaiju number 8 is my favorite anime of the season. I've seen so many figures of Kaiju number 8, and they all look ass. But not poorly made. I've just seen so many boring looking people wearing boring looking outfits. And I'm like, you're boring. This show looks boring. But yeah. A fun stream, chatting with you guys, looking at your art. Fun art. I really do appreciate you all participating. every time I do something like this, I'm like, what if no one does anything? What if no one draws my guy? And then you all did, and it tickles my heart. Makes my heart go doki doki. The reason why my heart continues to pump blood. They're wearing military uniforms, and they're boring. You're boring. Listen, the writing might be great, but I've just seen figures, and there's certainly none have piqued my interest. Thanks for hosting as always. Look forward to the next challenge. Oh golly. I only want to do them if I come up with a good thing for you all to do. Like I don't want to just be like, okay guys, we're doing a new challenge. Draw Banjo Kazooie. You know, I want to reserve it for when I have a good idea. But it's great that you guys do participate. Even if y'all ran out of time at some points. That's okay. I still love every submission. And I hope you guys like Plant Doug. Or no, that's not his name. I hope you guys like Plant Roseberry and his fun, cool new design. Really, really fun stuff, I gotta say. If they happened all the time, they wouldn't be special. Exactly. You gotta, they're like little treats. If you get, I don't know, Wendy's every day, then it stops being special. You want Wendy's every week. But yeah. I'll wrap it up here. Let you guys all go do fun things, be productive and such. Drink your water, eat your vegetables. And whatever. I'll also go back to being productive, I guess. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I hope you all had fun. Thank you for being here and for participating. Adios. I'll see you on the flip side. Drink your vegetables, eat your water. Okay, say goodbye. Goodbye.